And Donald Trump has taken to X saying, "I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They are not stupid people, so maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again." He's got a great sense of humor. He knows how to troll the Democrats, doesn't he, John?
So what Trump is doing, he's vowing to do a reduction in force where a large number of federal jobs are eliminated instead of just a temporary furlough like we have seen in the past. This could be a real legitimate reduction in force. And of course, we conservatives would love to see that.
And Caroline Leavitt, the White House spokesgirl, had this to say.
Look, it's likely going to be in the thousands. It's a very good question, and that's something that the Office of Management and Budget and the entire team at the White House here, again, is unfortunately having to work on today. We're going to look at agencies that don't align with the administration's values that we feel are a waste of the taxpayer dollar.
She's great. Now, John, I wanted to ask you, I was highly amused by Pete Hegseth during the week. He called all the top brass from all over the world to come down and to the States, and he did his act, which he's done before, which is that wokeness must, this is music to my ears, by the way, wokeness must be expelled from the military. That's the directive. Here he was earlier in the week lecturing the troops.
No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. We are done with that.
How important is this re-emphasis not only on anti-woke, but moving away from the climate dogma, John?
Right, Rowan, I think it's very important. You know, there was talk about electric tanks and, battleships that have got to somehow go green and so on. There's nothing green about warfare. And to make that a priority basically means that you're not serious about national defense. And so I'm delighted to see all of that nonsense going out the window.
So am I. I can't. Maybe someone here in Canberra, our Defence Department, might start to pay attention to what's happening with our closest ally. Meanwhile, John, the extent of barely there, Biden's cognitive decline has been made a bit clearer. Now, it's been revealed that the former US President Joe Biden used flashcard memory prompts with names and photos of prominent Democrats to help him remember who they were. There was even a photo of Hillary Clinton with her name on it just to jog his memory. I mean, that is hilarious. How on earth was Joe Biden ever the president, John?
Rowan, it's unbelievable. You know, it's very common when politicians are in a strange city or something, and there are some local political figures there that they don't know and probably never heard of. Somebody will give them a card so they can remember those people's names and who they are. But here's Joe Biden. He's got a card to remind him who Hillary Clinton is and what she looks like. I mean, this is unbelievable. And of course, more has been coming out recently about the use of the auto pen, where some White House underling would use the auto pen to sign pardons and other executive orders, and it's not clear whether Joe Biden ever even knew about them. And of course, to me, Ron, the real scandal here is that we conservatives knew all along that Joe Biden was senile. We saw it in video after video. He couldn't read a teleprompter. Half the time, he didn't know where he was. He was obviously out of it. And yet the press ran interference for Biden, pretended that he was okay right up until the moment when he fell apart on the debate stage against Donald Trump, and it could no longer be denied. To me, that's the real scandal.
Absolutely. And just quickly, just 30 seconds, John, the Super Bowl is going to have some character called Bad Bunny perform at the halftime show. He's a major anti-Trumper. This has prompted a backlash from Donald Trump. He's threatening to send the immigration authorities along to the game. What's going on here?
But what this really shows is how out of touch the National Football League is with its fans. The people who watch pro football have never heard of Bad Bunny and have no interest in seeing him perform.
Yeah, I think that's one that we could all give a miss to. John Hinderaker, thanks to chat to you. We'll chat again soon.